I didn't accidentally become uglier when bulking up. Because when I was 14, I remember I wanted a better physique. I wanted to put on more size to my frame because I was skinny. But I didn't have fat on me, much fat on me, since I was playing basketball, lots of sports that would burn all of the calories away, right? Why does this keep happening? And I remember seeing these videos online talking about it, talking about building muscle, bulking up. And I thought that was what I had to do. I thought that I really had to actually force myself to gain fat so that I could look bigger. So when I thought about doing it, I was kind of okay, but the problem was I was an athlete. I was worried about my actual performance when I play sports because I didn't want to randomly just gain fat and start becoming slower and all of that stuff. And that was when I found out about a better way of doing it. Because I saw people saying, oh, you have to start eating. You can basically eat anything you want just to get the carbs in, just to get the calories in. And I won't lie to you, I really ended up finding a better way to do it, which was relieving. Because I started doing it, I was still eating more, but cleaner. And as time went on, I ended up building more muscle. Simple as that. I got bigger. Now we can fast forward until now, since I was 14 when I started lifting. Now I'm 16, turning 17 in a few months, and yeah, I've put on a lot more mass, but I'm literally basically just as lean as I was when I started. I did not gain any additional fat that made me slow. And how did I do that, bro? How the flip did I do that? Well, it was lean bulking a different way. Lean bulking differently. Sorry. I know you've heard of bulking, right? I know you've heard of bulking, but I'm talking about a different type of bulking. Not dirty bulking where you're eating anything I eat just to gain size. Sorry, my mic keeps dying. You lean bulk. You're eating more of the clean foods. You're getting yourself in a caloric surplus, but you're eating cleaner, right? When you do this, when you literally clean bulk, bro, you do not put on as much fat because first of all, you're not in that big of a surplus, so you're not gaining general mass too quickly, but you're gaining it more gradually. And at the same time, you're building muscle. And I'm telling you now, there's a different way to actually lean bulk. Not just because lean bulking is overall eating lower of a caloric surplus, and it's eating cleaner. Now I want to tell you there's another way to even beat that, because even when you lean bulk, when people lean bulk, they usually say that they need to cut as well. What am I gonna do? Well, what I do is actually lean bulking, but in the 2 to 4% caloric surplus range. Literally. Instead of trying to eat usually maybe 300 calories above maintenance, 400, 500, like they recommend. 2 to 4% calories above maintenance. Just eat slightly more than when you're full on one meal, and that's it. Sorry. Why does this help specifically? Why did this help me? Because, sorry, I basically was not gaining fat, so I could stay as athletic as possible while basically putting on muscle. Because when you're in the plus range, bro, you still build muscle. Just your gains overall look more gradual, but you're actually putting on basically pure muscle without even the fat gain. Literally, that's the benefit of it. And I won't lie, this helped me massively, bro, because I didn't lose my aesthetics, I didn't lose my athleticism. I was only getting more and more athletic as I put on more muscle, you see. And this is what you need, because people, they accidentally become uglier when they bulk, because their face gets bloated, they start putting on fat everywhere, become more estrogenic. Here, your testosterone levels, sorry, they stay optimized, because you're not gaining as much fat. You're literally not gaining fat. so you don't accidentally become uglier when you bulk. Another thing is don't skip cardio when doing this. Do your cardio, it'll keep you lean. Another thing, like 2 to 3 times a week or even more. Another thing, the actual framework to doing this is, like I said, eat clean. Sorry. Eat till when you are full on every meal. Then on one meal of the day, preferably the last one, like dinner, have slightly more food than when you're full. Like when you feel full, just shove in a few more spoons of rice, like 1 more, 2 more, or a handful of nuts, just to get in a few extra calories. And that is your surplus for the day. That's how you do it. It's simple. Just do it. Train hard. And I'm telling you, you will make gains. You're welcome.